In 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 2, the Apostle Paul writes, "For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy, for I have espoused you to one husband, that I might present you as a chaste virgin to Christ." In Revelation chapter 21, verse 9, the Apostle John wrote, "And there came unto me one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, full of the 7 last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife." This idea then of a bride for Christ is one that we find continually throughout the scriptures. This bride of Christ is not to be understood as a mere symbol or some abstract idea. She represents a real person. The bride of Christ can be shown to men and seen by men. She can prepare herself, make herself ready, as the scripture indicates, and the sign of Cassiopeia appears to signify this very thing. The scriptures urgently proclaim an invitation and admonish the hearers of the proclamation to arrange that they might also attend the great marriage feast of the Lamb. See Matthew chapter 22, verse 4. This is not a portion of the scriptures that should be considered as being of a lesser importance, but should rather be understood for what it truly is. The marriage of the Lamb to his bride ranks among one of the most significant revelations within the prophetic scriptures. See Revelation chapters 19, verses 7 through 9, and chapter 22, verses 17. We know that the scriptures plainly declare that the church will occupy thrones. We see it in Matthew chapter 19, verse 28, in Revelation chapter 4, verse 4. They shall judge not only men, but they shall judge angels as well, according to the Apostle Paul, 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 3. So having been introduced to the Lamb's bride, we may now leave this chapter, only so that we might further advance to a new revelation as concerns this most wonderful story which we have declared throughout the heavens.
So in summary, we've spoken of Aries, the ram, the representation of the Lamb coming forth. We've seen 3 of Aries' deacons, Cassiopeia, which is the enthroned woman. The word Cassiopeia itself meaning the enthroned and the beautiful. We saw then the Cetus, sea monster, which is a second deacon, who we said represents Leviathan, or Leviathan, who is the bound serpent. And then thirdly, we saw Perseus, who is an armed man holding a head, the head having serpents. We said that that head carried was known by the name of Medusa, but also represented Satan, or Al-Ghul in Arabic, the evil spirit. Let us review also Taurus constellation, which was the bull coming to rule. We said that the bull represented primarily God himself, and the first deacon was Orion, which was a human figure walking on the water. Orion coming forth as light, if you will. He was the main character of the whole pageant of the constellations in heaven. And we saw Taurus' second deacon was Eridanus, the river. It's the river of the judge, and it is the river or the water upon which Orion walks. And then finally Auriga, which is a human figure holding a goat, the figure known as the shepherd. We said he represents the great shepherd of the flock. And so now we're going to proceed into our constellation teachings on Pisces.